Well, let's get chatting about the metal space then. Amit Dixit, analyst at ICICI Securities, joins us to help us with what's the outlook for metals from here on. Hi, Amit. Good morning. Amit, you have the dollar that's weakened a little bit. There's hope that China reopens. How are you reading this, and how would you approach stocks? Do you believe that you look to get into some of these ferrous names, or will you stay away till there is some clarity that emerges?
Yeah, hi. Good morning, Nigel. So what we have seen that while there has been some movement around China and the fact that President Xi himself has mentioned that there could be some relief on the zero COVID tolerance policy. Nevertheless, what we see that the infections in China are creeping up again, and therefore the proof of pudding is in eating. We would actually wait to see how things pan out. And particularly if you see domestic metal space, in this particular quarter, contrary to what we have seen in the past years, this quarter has been a tad weak. And coupled with the fact that steel companies actually cut their prices by close to 3,000 rupees for December, and the fact that imports have started pouring in, I would consider steel space a bit tricky at the moment. Our top pick in the steel space is JSPL though.
Okay, you have a JSPL stock pick with a target price of 605. You're also positive on a name like APL Apollo. Tell us a little bit about that. And the last time we had spoken to the management, they were very bullish about their growth targets, and they also spoke about becoming debt free. What is the target price that you have then? What's the growth trigger?
Yeah, so APL Apollo, Surya, this is a stock in which, it's a converter, kind of downstream unit. If I am permitted, I can actually draw comparisons with Novelis, though in not equal measure. But the fact remains that they are converters, so typically they have the they have the margins intact. Now, in case of APL Apollo, their premium segment is going to be in limelight. In fact, they are increasing the production over there from their Raipur plant. I believe the production will be ramped up, and therefore the volume goes up, and your overall EBITDA per ton also will inch closer to 5,000 rupees per ton. I think that will drive the stock. So in the current scheme of things, where you have at least an iota of doubt on the margins made by the primary steel players, this is one stock that stands up because of the potential volume growth as well as the margin improving because of refined product mix.
All right, Amit, since you briefly mentioned Novelis, what's the view on the non-ferrous space then? How do you view Hindalco, Vedanta, Hindustan Zinc from here on? Would you buy any of them?
Well, we have a buy on Hindalco. We are positive on Hindalco. The reason being that Hindalco, again, as far as Novelis is concerned, in this quarter we expect that the margin would bottom out essentially, and with the volumes picking up. And if you look at Novelis, the auto volumes are up, and your aerospace is doing well, and these are very high margin businesses. While beverage can business, contrary to what consensus was expecting, there is a tad weakness over there, but again, it's a very, very stable business. So with 3%, 4% volume growth, I think Novelis should be able to meet its volume targets. The only thing is that EBITDA, the management has decided that it will bottom out. As far as the upstream business in India is concerned, well, cost will peak out. Cost has actually peaked out in last quarter, and we would see improvement there also. So earnings for Hindalco on a consolidated basis, I believe, will bottom out in this quarter. And given the fact that it is less dependent on LME prices, we believe that there is a element of positivity over there.
Sure. All right. Thanks a lot for joining in, and have a good day. Well, we're also looking at a couple of more stocks in focus before the markets open.